Peace, beautiful ones. It is I, Omina L, aka the Water Blue Goddess, aka the Holistic Alchemist, aka the Holistic Concierge. So, coming with a quick word of insight again. I guess I feel like this is a season where, not even just a season, I am always being blessed with jewels and with different downloads that come in my mind, and I feed them out to you all. So I was literally just sitting here thinking about connecting the dots. That's what came into my mind. What does it mean for me to connect the dots? I was actually right before that looking through my Instagram feed. I was on the phone for a really long time booking this hotel. I'm going to be traveling soon. And finally moving on some taking some action steps to provide a better environment for myself and my children. Anyway, connecting the dots. So I know that I am a person that is highly visual. I have really great vision. I can see how many different things can work, and how I can look at something that a person is doing or an opportunity that's being presented, and I can say, wow, like I really see how this will help me in this part of my life, or how this can help someone in this part of their life. Great with that. And I'm intuitive. So my intuition mixed with my great vision and all of the amazing ideas that I have really make for a very creative, visual person. But I don't necessarily connect all of those dots together, meaning I can see it, but the steps to get there is where I can definitely use some assistance. And so I got this dope reading done. I think I, put a post up telling you all about David Shan's inner metrics, and it was a really amazing reading. I got that reading done this year, and also an Akashic reading done, which was just also fabulous. And I'm bringing this up because, have any of you ever struggled with moving out of your own way? And have any of you struggled with sabotage? Like, have you had the actual tools given to you, or you've even worked for those tools, only to get to that last point, and then it's like, yeah, nah, I don't know what that is. Like, for me, right? Like I told you all earlier on this year, and the noticing of being in this pandemic, I've noticed a lot about myself, and in particular where there is this strange like action or non-action of self-neglect. Like, it's crazy. Like, sometimes I'm like, girl, you're all about self-care. You're all about like helping mamas out. You're all about wellness and, blissfulness. That's important to you. Like, these are things that you do. You really do, like, you do them, and you do want to live this kind of a life. So why are you self-neglecting? Why are you not able to connect the dots? And what has you so stuck that you feel like you're going around in circles? I guess that's my blind spot. Because I think somewhere at the deepest part of me, I know that I'm brilliant, but then there's also something there that's like, you don't get a chance to deserve happiness in this life and consistent flow in this life, and you don't get a chance to deserve abundance in this life. And that is something that plays in the background, which I realize I judge, And because I do, and because that plays in the background, it's hard for me to connect the dots. There's something. I have done landmark. I have done, all of these like holistic, spiritual self-helpers. And some I complete and some things I don't complete. And there is a resistance. There's a strong resistance I notice of when someone is trying to tell me about myself. But when it comes off like they're being genuine, but to me, maybe I don't hear it that way. I might hear it as like, shit. And especially if I know you got your own fucking problems. You sitting up here trying to like self-analyze me? No go. But I'm also, y'all, on this journey. And if anyone knows me, and even if you don't know me, you follow me, you understand, if at the very base, how incredibly honest and open I am. And I think this is part of my therapy, because I'm also noticing where it's been said many times, just write things down. I have purchased actual boards to go on my wall to write down what I'm doing daily. And I would start out very strong, doing it for a few weeks, a month or so. But then I stop. And I really need to find somebody. I follow the Lisa Nichols and the Nehemiah Davis and the Derek Graces and the Julian, Gordons and the Alicia Holmes and the what's my sister's name? I just went blank. I follow some really great people. Folks who have claimed to have had, and not claimed, but I guess they've had some real hardships. And I'm like, so what made them connect the dots? And I guess they suffered, that suffering they were going through was enough to put them in such an uncomfortable place that they decided they didn't want to be there anymore. And I'm like, what else has to happen to me? I have had extreme experiences of loss, like losses, people close to me passing away, even down to miscarriages that I've had, relationships that didn't work, business opportunities that have been taken away or that didn't fall, it fell through. Having a very difficult relationship with both my parents, just some real uncomfortable experiences. And I'm like, what kind of fucking threshold do I have? But part of this, y'all, I know somebody on the other side looking at this is like, girl, don't be so hard on yourself. Like, you're good. You're in a good place. Your healing is coming. And I think I am. And I can hear that part of not being so hard on myself. And maybe that is the piece that keeps me a little stuck, because I am judgmental about my stuckness and my self-neglect. It's like, it's oxymoronic to me in terms of like who I genuinely am. And I do take moments of self-care. And I do have my own moments, like my own mommy moments. And I am a big communicator. Sometimes maybe not the most effective communicator, but, I communicate. I let you know, like, what's going on, how I'm feeling. I'm very emotional in that way. And I'm very, like, aware of, like, what I'm feeling. Even sometimes when I can't express it. And I don't want to feel like I'm babbling right now, but I don't know why Spirit hit me and made me record this, but it did, and I'm not fighting it. And so connecting the dots. Yeah, who out there, which one of my people, or how many of my folks, what have you done? Like, in extreme cases of sabotage and knowing that you have all the tools available to you and you're still not moving, and what is that how did you move past that resistance? What did you do? And I'm not saying, I'm asking because I really don't feel like I've met somebody in a position like me. Like, I know that there's some people who I've talked to and they're like, yeah, girl, I relate. Like, I totally get it. But I don't really think I've met anybody else like me dealing with what I'm dealing with. There's like ups and downs and you're still moving through. But then there's another part of your life where you're just like, it feels like, that's why I was saying the other day, hold on to your daughters. Because my daughter is going through a similar thing too. And I can just say that again, I love my awareness. I love the fact that I am so aware of what's happening, and I can express it in a way openly where I don't feel like I don't feel like there's going to be any harm brought towards me. I'm learning to be transparent even more. I'm learning to you guys know how I like to say I don't like bleeding all over social media, because I feel like some people just really bleed, but I think this is a healthy, necessary, and really honest vent that I'm having right now. It's an honest vent, and I really do want to know. I mean, for those who like it, thank you, but I really do want to know, like, if you are or have ever felt like I've been in this position where you're brilliant and your talents and skills, and you might start 50 million things. This is why, because I can see how all of those projects and opportunities will benefit my life, but then I'm not completing them because I'm too overwhelmed by doing way too much, signing up for way too much, but then I don't really know how to stop it. Connecting the dots. I need somebody in my life, y'all, to connect the dots for me. I need somebody on my team to help connect the dots. That's what's going to make Love, Bliss, Wellness flourish. That's what's going to make Mommy Vent Talk Therapy flourish. That's what's going to make Goddess Bliss Whole Care, my products and services flourish. That's what's going to make me flourish. Own Wealth 1111. I mean, like, all of my 3 monikers that each of you be like, oh my God, oh minute, why does it take like 2-3 minutes? I fast forward from the beginning part because it's just like, damn, you got 3 monikers. Yeah. I need somebody to help me connect the dots. That's it. I love y'all. Thank you for listening. But I like what I said the other night. Another download came to me, and it was like, while you might not know how to connect the dots, you will have to understand that the brilliance that you are needs to be divinely and lovingly expressed outward through your services and your products, and that you can no longer sit idly by, not having a plan and moving forward with that plan so everyone in the world gets to experience the fullness of me. You can no longer sit and be mediocre. You just cannot. You cannot be mediocre. You can no longer just acknowledge that you are a brilliant person. You have to share and actually put some action steps to get towards sharing this brilliance. So yeah, again, who is in a similar position as me? Because I realize it's not going to be the same. But who is in a similar position where you are brilliant and you have tools that you can follow through, and you may start off strong, but then there's something that you just stop. There's something that clicks in your brain, and I get that it's like, again, I can see that it's part of some weird past life, maybe thinking that I bought in this life that I haven't healed and that I didn't forgive myself for, where I told myself that I don't deserve to win and I don't deserve to have like glory. And it's even hard to say it, but I'm saying it because I know it's not real at the core of me. I know that that's not a true statement. But thus far, some results of my life have shown that. Like, I remember being in my 20s and I was unstoppable, y'all. Like, from my teenage years to my 20s, like from college, even after college, I was unstoppable. Like, would go through a traumatic experience, but bounce the fuck back and be like, amazing at the bounce back and creating something magnificent. Like, that was me, in college and high school. It was like most likely to succeed because this girl is like, she's fierce, unstoppable. And I think in my 20s also, when I lost my son, my first son who was born, I did feel like the wind was knocked out of me. I swear to God, because like after losing him, or just his transition of going back into the world, I like, I didn't heal properly. I didn't heal from that properly. Took me some years to heal from that. So anyway, and I'm around some fabulous women. I mean, I have my tribes of beings that are in my life. God just blessed me with an amazing group of divine beings. They're not biochemically blood related, but they are spiritually related to me. They are spiritually brothers and sisters to me. I'm just blessed to have something like that. And people like that. Not something, but people in my life like that. They just keep me up. But again, y'all, connecting the dots. And so maybe I'm speaking out loud because I'm in this Sankofa mode. I just came out of the Sankofa challenge, and we had our 90-day check-in on Sunday, which was amazing because I am up to some really great things. Like, I'm about to leave to go look for a home and look for a place in this other state. I took some driver's lessons and courses. I've invested my money. I'm building up my portfolio. I am starting an investment club. It's paused right now because I've signed up for so many classes, so I'm finishing that. I just signed up for my own Wealth 1111 website, which is going to feature all of my products and services. And November, I will be back at my Thai massage, y'all. So folks who want to get their Thai massage on, come see me. My t-shirt line, coming back. I'm dropping that with an amazing, my goodness, it's so much. And there's a book. There are a few books that are inside of me that want to come out. So I am going to be writing a book. I already wrote a book that I didn't get published. So I'll do something with that probably first. And then this next book is going to come out, and then probably another book. So there's great things that I've been doing since this pandemic. Courses, it's amazing. Connecting the dots. I hope they let me post this because it's past 18 minutes, and I see how people are able to post videos, and I don't know if because I didn't do this as a live that maybe it won't save, but I hope it saves anyway. We'll see what happens, but thank you all for listening. I think that the most effective thing for me is speaking out loud like this. This is how I write. This is kind of like the substitute of the writing and the making the list, is speaking outwardly like this. So that's my platform. It's easy for me to do. And yeah. Okay. Peace.